Johnny Fontana, half amazing discussions. I'm going to be dedicating a few blocks to my transition process as a prior service back to active duty Air Force. I am prior Marine Corps. I am currently Air Force Reserve. So I have been trying to get back to active duty since 2011. And so I've decided that I'm going to dedicate a few blocks to this transition just to help out others. This is not so much of a channel like that I'm going to be consistent. It's just basically information that's just to put out there for people to have. And if you have questions, you can always contact me immediately via my email, info@boothridertv.com, which you see below. But this is not so much of a consistent channel. It's just information that whenever I'm in that mood or whenever I have pertinent information that I feel that I can sort of address or garner that energy, feel just to record and have to edit and do that stuff for this channel, then I'll go ahead and do it. All right, let's cut to the chase. I'll get certain things I'll touch on, but I'll touch on them later because this block, these few blocks are going to be for the transition only, but I'll also have within this folder, this military lifestyle folder, I'll also provide information as far as just the general military lifestyle, understanding, the psychology and the social issues that deal with military conditioning, and that brainwashing effect. Not the connotation, the negative connotation of, of what most people understand brainwashing to be, but just the mental conditioning of being in the military and so forth. So, reason why have I decided to go back active duty? Well, again, it goes back to that brainwashing conditioning aspect, okay, of when you've gone from 19 years old, 20 years old, you've entered the military, especially like the Marine Corps, and since boot camp, all right, there's always some kind of goal you reach in, PT, this, that, and the third, sense of mission accomplishment. You gaining your what do you call it again? Your rank, extra duty, special duty, promotion, TDY, PCS to the next duty station. There's always something. Letter of commendation, achievement awards, whatever, PT awards, excellence, whatever. There's always something that's providing that next level, right? So it's conditioning you. That's what I mean by the brainwashing. It's conditioning. So now after 4 or 5 years, you've now experienced the majority of your early adulthood, and you sort of get used to this lifestyle, right? Lingo, new way of life, knowing people, that sense of camaraderie, getting together, going different places every year, you get that travel bug. Now all of a sudden you get out, and now it's a whole new way of life. You have to now adjust to certain people, okay? Now you have to understand that if it's for those that actually went in because they had a purpose, it's like, oh, I'm going to go into the military because I have this, that, and the third, I'm going to go to school for 4 years, boom, boom. Those people don't normally have those issues. I'm talking about the people that really just go in there because they have no other way of life. They're like, you know what, I'm working a dead-end job, or I just don't want to be at home anymore, or I just feel like I'm not really being productive and I need something that's going to, really challenge me. And I don't really have a direction in life. I'm not college bound, and, I just want to just maybe, get in there for my family, whatever like that, make them proud of me. Those are the people that usually, when they get in there, and then they try to get out because, oh, I'm suckered. I don't like the system, or the people I deal with, I just hated. They end up not getting out, and then they try to get into the reserve, or they try to get back active duty. So those are the people that I'm talking about. So now you know my state of mind, where I'm from. So even though I'm a federal employee, but it's the same thing. You get in, you work, your 9 to 5. Basically, civilian, slow life, and you get on orders like I've had on the active duty base, because like I said, I'm reserved. You get on orders, and for 4, 5 months, you get used to that lifestyle, that pace, and then now you have to go back to your regular job after your orders are complete, And it's like, oh, you better slow down, don't rock the boat, don't be so hard charger. You know what I'm saying? After spending all that time, high speed, low drag with the military, that just you get sort of disturbed, so you feel that you miss that camaraderie. So that's why I'm getting back in. So let's get into the process now, real quickly. I'm gonna keep this thing short. First block. Now, the first thing you need to do is get especially for me, I got my Form 368. Okay, the Form 368, because I'm in a reserve. Form 368 is just basically a conditional release form requesting your command. Okay, whether you're active duty, you want to transition to reserve, or you are reserve and you want to transition to the active Air Force, the active duty Air Force. You have the Form 368, which you can find on the Air Force portal, and it basically lets your command know, or gives you command the opportunity to release you from their unit, okay, providing that you are accepted into that new to the new unit, or to your active duty position or reserve, what have you. Okay, now along comes with that, for me, what I did was that I just took that form, signed it myself, put my information, put the recruiter's information, gave it to the my commander, or my lieutenant. He forwarded it to the commander, she signed it, and then I went back to the recruiter. That's not the whole process. What happened is that you need a staff summary sheet. Okay, you don't know what a staff summary sheet, just ask your FSS, ask your unit. You need that information in order to basically, it's a staff summary sheet, just like it's like a checklist, okay, for everyone in the wing. So you get that, plus you need some documentation, like your manning documentation. You need your surf, and you also need your readiness checklist. All right, basically make sure that your medical is good to go, your PT is good to go, all that stuff, right? Then you put all that together, okay, you get the tabs, okay, and you go to your commander, she signs it off, and you also need your manning, basically states that your commander is going to replace you with another person, or fill that position. Okay, wanted to know, basically just accounting for the numbers, okay, of that unit, and make sure that the numbers are held. So after that, she signs it off. She does what she needs to do. Now it goes to the wing. Once it goes to the wing, that's it. You're done. You don't have to forward it. Well, I didn't have to forward it. It was just my my liaison, the civilian liaison. She brought it over to the wing, and from there it got taken care of. And the wing commander signed it off. Then it went to the recruiter. Here's what happened now. It got back because the recruiter said no. On the back of that Form 368, it needs to be annotated that there is no adverse documentation or anything pending that would affect your transition to the Air Force. Basically, no negative baddies, no Article 11s and all that stuff, and basically you're not going to be a case for your next unit, okay, or your next duty station. So I had to go back to my FSS, have them sign that off, and then return it back to the to the recruiter. Make sure that you go through the wing, because a lot of people, they think all you need to do is just get the Form 368, and you don't have to worry about going through the wing and just have your commander sign it. You have to go through the actual wing itself, and they'll take care of everything, and they'll send it to the recruiter. You don't have to actually send it yourself. See, we're at 9:30. So I'm gonna stop right there. My next video will go into detail as far as to what happened afterwards. All right, I want to keep this video short just so that people can have a better understanding and go over them if there are any questions and so forth. So remember, email me at info@boothfightertv.com if you have any questions. Johnny Fontana, Half Amazing Discussions. We out.